So I can say that I've always been a person who works around helping people. One of the things when I was growing up, it was always a story. It was a story of one of the ones that probably would never happen right now. One day we were driving somewhere and my mother saw this woman on the side of the road and she was needing a ride, and she looked like she was really struggling. And my mother pulled off to the side of the road, put her in the car, went and got her some food, took her to the place she had, which was out of the direction we were going. And she told me that, I asked her, like, why did you do that? And she told me I did it because that's what you're supposed to do. You're always supposed to help people. If you have something that you can help someone, you should be that person to help them. Because I know I was a little frustrated, like, why is she taking her out the way for our stuff? But then when it was all over and when it was done, right, the woman was so helpful, crying and just, overjoyed that my mother helped her. And I was like, wow, my mother truly made a difference. And that's the thing I like about what I do now is when we have a successful mediation and we really make a people's difference, when I see those reports, or even when I've done cases where people say, you really helped us, and they're so happy about it, that's what I want to be. I want to be that person that puts joy on people's face by helping them. We did a project where we have this nice, beautiful mural at our office. And we worked with one of our partners who did art projects. And they did the mural for us with prisoners who were incarcerated at one of our and so what we did, it was like a 6-week program. We came in, did workshops, conflict management workshops with them, talked to them about our program, talked to them about what we do. And then they created a mural based on what they felt what we do. And from that, doing workshops, and I came and did some presentations, and some of my staff, we did this for about 6 weeks. And then afterwards, there was this beautiful mural put up. So after the mural was put up, maybe 2 years after the mural, I was at an art exhibit. And at an art exhibit, I went in, I'm going, and I was sitting there talking to one of the people who was at the exhibit. We were just talking about it. And I said, this kind of looks like something that's at my center. And the person was like, oh, you're with the Conflict Resolution Center. I remember you. You came here, and this is my art exhibit. And now I'm going out doing stuff with Silver Spring Art and doing art here and doing here. And I also want to become a mediator. What can I do to become a mediator? I always was looking for your information. So I gave him our information, and he served with us for about 2 years mediating cases. And so it was like all a loop around. It was just very special to have him be a part of the program. And it's always great to see people change their lives and change what they're doing. So I will tell you one of the moments where I struggled here in the organization and I question if I'm doing the right thing or made the right decision. It was probably 2 to 3 months after I started. When I came to the organization was in shambles for me. And it really made me question, did I stay at the right I took this job thinking, it was one thing and it was totally not the thing that I thought it was. Because the service is free, that's what we give people. Like, it's not quality. And I had a strong issue with that. We were on an assessment plan because they felt we weren't doing quality and what I wanted to do. So I really struggled for my first year deciding, am I going to stay here? And then some things came up and I just was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then what happened, one of the board members at the time came to me and said, I really think you can make a difference in this place. I know it's not what you really looked for and you thought it was going to be. but I believe in you. And because that person said they believed in me, it made me feel that, okay, I could trust them. And then from then, I just put my feet to the grind and just worked hard. And now we're one of the top mediation centers in the state. Let me give you the story I hope I see. Because right now, what we see right now is a rise in conflicts, from political conflicts and from political conflicts to social conflicts. We see a community in a world of people who just can't agree, and it's more of, we used to listen to each other. I could disagree with you, but I could still work with you. Now it becomes, if I disagree with you, I'm your enemy. And what I hope and envision and what I'm striving to look for is a community where we're really, and our organization is making a change and making stories in people's lives that say, you know what, I disagreed with this person, but now look at it. I disagreed, but I found commonalities and realized, even despite I had a different way of how I wanted to approach it, we both value the same thing. I want Montgomery County to be the strongest community in the world, and it's a community where people look at it and say, not only is it one of the most diverse communities, but it's one of the most diverse communities that gets along, and we strive for building a better community that everyone, and it's the world that we envision where everyone can live together and they work together because they all want to make a difference and make it better. And here goes the thing, the volunteers that we have now and some of the ones that we had in the past, they're committed to having the same service that somebody would pay for over, the top. Like if you see the TV shows, hey, I'm the best mediator in the world and I'm such and such, and they have a card, our mediators offer that same high quality of service because they believe in taking trainings to make sure they're high quality. They make sure they operate in ethics. And here goes the thing that makes them even better quality than the other ones. They care about the people that they're doing it for, and they're not in it just for the money. They're in it because they want to make a difference. And with more funding and more money and more things and more help, we can make even more. When I first started with the organization, I had a head full of hair, and all of my facial hair was black. Now I have a lot of receding hair and a lot of grays because I'm staying up late at night because I want to make sure that we work hard to get this place a better place.